We'll call this work session Monday, March 4th to order. Invocation given by Ms. Tolliver and the Pledge of Allegiance by Claire Wright.
May we bow our heads. Heavenly Father, I pray that you will guide this council as we meet and discuss the business of our city. Father, I ask that you keep your arms of protection around our first responders and every citizen that makes up this great community. I ask this in your Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First thing tonight is to present Employee Service Awards. Mayor.
We're pleased to recognize 4 employees tonight with significant years of service. Heather McAllister. Perfect time. Heather, in appreciation of your 15 years of dedicated service to the city of Scottsboro. Thank you very much. Steve Davis, in appreciation for your 15 years of dedicated service to the city of Scottsboro. Congratulations. Thank you for your service. Duranda Garner, in appreciation for your 25 years of dedicated service to the city of Scottsboro. And Wade Patterson, in appreciation for your 25 years of dedicated service to the city of Scottsboro.
Just stay down here. Second, thank you. Appreciate it. Any man, 25 years in the school system.
Yeah, for real.
Second thing tonight was to recognize our Scottsboro Lady Wildcats team. Ladies, come on up. Coaches too, come on. They're gonna want the picture. I want the parents to make sure they can get their pictures. For the greatest season ever by the Lady Wildcats team. Thank you for just encouraging the whole city. We appreciate you so much. This is just says from the mayor and city council. The city of Scottsboro presents the Scottsboro Lady Wildcats in recognition of the 5A AHSAA state runner-up, dated today. Thank you all. All right, next tonight is discuss the tourism grant application for Casting and Catching. Mr. McNutt, will you come on up?
Put me on the docket, everybody leave, right? It's good to be here. Thank you all for having me. It's something that we look forward to every year, which is Casting and Catching. It's our 9th year, which is incredible to even say. But just a little about it. My wife Jody is back here, son Andrew. He's one of the 4 reasons that we do this, along with the Bradfords from Scottsboro, Strouds from Huntsville, the Simpsons that are in Birmingham. And obviously, we say every year, we hope that you never have to go and experience Children's of Alabama. As long as you can go visit and go home, would be great. But we know that it's going to affect a lot of people. We know that it's going to affect grandkids and kids for the future. So we're very fortunate that we have Children's of Alabama in Birmingham, in the state of Alabama, where our kids can go and receive excellent health care. So Mayor joined us down this past year on 8 years. We donated our check, and the overall total in 8 years is $1.1 million that we've raised and donated to the Pediatric and Young Heart Center at Children's of Alabama. And it's not, we don't take anything for granted. And it's because of you guys, it's because of the council, the mayor, the whole city's support has been incredible. Mr. Level back here, to all the people in this room, our fire department that shows up and puts the big ladder truck with a huge flag. I mean, it's just a community effort that is like nothing else. And people ask us all the time, how do you get the city of Scottsboro to do that? And it's everybody believing the same mission and passion, and making sure that we give our kids, I know the hospital's in Birmingham, but I was telling somebody the other day, 80% of that $1.1 million that was raised came from Scottsboro and Jackson County. And that means a lot to us, to our family, to all of our families, and everything in between. Filled out the tourism grant again this year. It's been incredible help to our cause. We do have a lot of out-of-state folks that we switch to registration. Before I came in, we had some registered from Indiana, some are registered from Kentucky. We normally pull from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. It's the largest charity fishing tournament in the nation, and we don't take that for granted as well. So we're passionate about what we do. If it can save one child, the research, the money that this is going to, the things we can actually talk about, has produced about 6 or 7 papers that research has gone not only nationwide, but the research has gone worldwide. It's the Nephron Project, which when children are on ECMO, it has adverse effect on kidneys, and the Nephron Project actually started at Children's of Alabama in the CBICU with money from Casting and Catching, and is now going worldwide. It's already helping save children. So a little bitty tournament that we thought the first year, and like Jody thought we were crazy. We thought, $10,000 would be great the first year, and everybody here knows Robbie Copenhagen, and just the impactful person that he is, and said, hey, I'll take the title sponsor for $10,000. So it was been over $100,000 every year. We're on pace for $200,000 this year, and it continues to grow. So we're very proud of that. And next year will be 10 years, and we were looking to do something very large to potentially give back to the city that supported us for so long. So we're looking forward to planning that as well. Do I have a question?
Anyone have questions? I know this is something we discuss every budget time. We look forward to it. So,
Mr. President, I've got just not a question, but a comment. I was really privileged to be with y'all in Birmingham for that. And one of my takeaways was the amount you had raised and the period of time that you had raised. That was very noted, that you have exceeded all expectations and didn't expect to get to this point for several more years. So congratulations.
And that's what we say, it's not us that does it. It's not our
There we go.
We just, it's just our daily mission, our daily passion. As I've said, it's a state effort, but ultimately, we know where the people that are supporting us the most are. And we're fortunate on one hand to be able to say that, we have the opportunity in our area. We don't know why. We don't know why it's in a higher rate, but all we know is we're going to take with the good Lord's goodness and continue to do that.
So, of course, we hadn't got to it, but you see in your packet, they're requesting $5,000, which is the normal amount. And the same thing we go over each budget time. So, no questions on this. We'll move that to tonight's meeting. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So. All right, that'll conclude the work session. If you will give me just a second, I'll move everything over for the meeting. So we're adjourned from the work session. Let me get this done. So it's just the two things. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to call on you for that. We'll call the council meeting Monday, March 4th to order. We'll dispense with formalities and go straight to roll call. Ms. Phillips, will you do that?
Mr. Dahl?
Here.
Ms. Tolliver?
Here.
Mr. Ashburn?
Here.
Ms. Frederick? Here. Mr. Bailey?
Here. We'll move to adoption of the agenda. I will go over that. There's just two things tonight. One is the appointments to the Tree Commission, and two will be the tourism grant application for Casting and Catching. So with that being said, do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda's adopted. Move to approval of previous minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion with one change in it.
Okay.
If you look at consider the amendment for the Downtown Redevelopment Authority, the contingency says that if they sell the property, we get our $40,000 back, but also contingency that the sale would have to be approved by the council.
Okay. So noted. So do I have a motion to approve the minutes with that change?
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. There's no old business, so we'll move to number one, appointments to the Tree Commission. Ms. Phillips, will you go over that?
Alan Stein and Jason Shelton wish to be reappointed to the Tree Commission, and we did not have any more applicants.
Okay. So you have two names and two spots. So we'll just bundle this together. Do I have a motion to approve both of these to the Tree Commission?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second? Thank you. Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number two, tourism grant application for Casting and Catching. This will be the amount of $5,000 that will come out of the tourism grant. So do I have a motion to approve that?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion on that? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That'll conclude the meeting part. There's no delegations tonight, so we'll go to reports. Mayor?
Okay, a couple of things tonight. The pickleball ribbon cutting and naming ceremony was held Saturday. It was a good event, had a good turnout. A lot of folks weren't there that would have been there, but they were at a basketball game, and that's where they should have been. But we did get that named in the Jim Olney Scottsboro pickleball court. On the designated market area issue, we met last week with the commission chair and Philip Cheney, went over all the documentation, and that expects to be mailed this week. The petition expects to be sent this week to the FCC. One other thing that has come up this year, in 2017, the Vietnam War Veteran Recognition Act of 2017 was passed by Congress. March 29th of this year is the Vietnam War Veterans Day. There will be a ceremony at March 29th at the Veterans Memorial Park, starting at 6 o'clock with a reception at the Veterans Home with ceremony at the Memorial Park at 7:30 or 6:45, I'm sorry. So everybody please take note of that. Vietnam Veterans Memorial at the park on August the 29th, or March the 29th, sorry. That's all I've got.
Okay, thank you. And that's you said 6 a.m., 6 p.m.?
PM.
PM, all right.
PM, it's sunset.
Making sure. All right. Mayor, you have?
Yep.
You gonna do the other? Okay. Go ahead, go ahead.
Want to come forward with our young mayor, please? Where would you like to do this? Up here?
Colton Freeman.
Have a seat. Got it?
Mr. Colton is aspiring to be the next mayor. If he only knew what a headache.
He'll be a good one. Thank you. You're very welcome. That's great, thank you.
I'm told that the mayor had hair before he became mayor.
As a matter of fact.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Ms. Frederick, you have anything to?
Well, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow is election day, the primary election, so go out and vote. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Ashburn?
I don't have anything, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Tauber?
I just want to thank everybody for coming out to Birmingham for 2 days on that Wednesday night and coming out at 9 o'clock on that Saturday supporting our girls basketball program. Those girls really worked hard for our city, and I appreciate the city backing them. So that's what our city's supposed to do, help each other. And I am just impressed with the show up. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Dahl?
I don't have anything, thank you.
Thank you. I'll just go over, remind everyone, next Monday, there will be no meeting. The NLC conference is going on. Well, a few of us will be gone. The next meeting will be a work session on March 18th, and then a meeting on March 25th. So with that being said, I appreciate everyone coming out. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make that motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. We'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.